Alright, so the dye is near the very bottom of the gel, and that means I can turn this off now and remove the lid. And I'm going to pull out this inner chamber, emptying the buffer back into the main reservoir. Okay, so this is the gel I want, and I'm going to remove it from the apparatus. Okay.
No, Carly, we don't need them for the next part.
So here, you probably can't see it, but the markers are clearly separated, and the 25 kilodalton is right about there, which is great. So this should be good to go. So you take this arrow, there's an arrow on the gel itself, push that in strongly, and it's going to separate the plates. There are 4 arrows, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my last arrow. There we go. So now the plates are, I'm prying a little bit to separate the plates. Don't want to tear my gel. There we go. Okay. Alright, so at this stage, gently, 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 the gel is going to stick to the bottom plate. There we go. Alright, there's my gel. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to add some water on the top and rinse it for 5 minutes. So this is the gel being rinsed with distilled water. It's still on top of the plate, but as it shakes, it'll get detached from the plate. So it's already starting to move. So if I come back in a couple minutes, it'll be detached from the plate and I'll remove the plate. I've turned down the rotation speed and the gel is now completely separated from the plate. So I'm ready to remove the plate, and I'll also change the water at the same time. So this is now the staining procedure. I've got 50 milliliters of the Comasi stain in the container with the gel, and it's shaken up for about an hour. So far I'm not seeing any protein bands visualized. I still see just the markers, but in maybe 15 minutes I might see something. Alright, so it's been an hour. I'm going to turn off the shaker. It's not immediately obvious to me that we've got nice bands, but I'm going to destain now. Usually that's when you see the bands show up, is during the destaining process. To destain, I'm going to just pour out the Comasi stain and replace with distilled water and shake for So you may be able to see that there's this sort of background haze in the gel, starting from right about here and going up. And all your bands are in that space, so the destain is going to get rid of that background haze and hopefully show up the bands more clearly. We're about 10 or 15 minutes into the destaining, and clearly bands are showing up in the lanes where you put the protein, so it's excellent.